There are 11 new positives so far today, to a total of 64.
It's the single biggest one-day spike in confirmed COVID-19 cases since the outbreak began. And once again, a North Vancouver health facility, Lionsgate Hospital, is seeing multiple cases.
There are 3 administrative staff at Lionsgate Hospital who have tested positive, and obviously the investigation is ongoing to make sure we understand where they got this.
And yet again, a number of cases are tied to travel to countries where the outbreak seems particularly problematic.
The additional ones that we know of from today are from Iran, Egypt again, as well a tour and a cruise on the Nile, the Philippines and Mexico.
Meanwhile, Premier John Horgan says he's told Prime Minister Trudeau he wants more information about federal measures that may kick in at entry points to BC.
We made it pretty clear. The Prime Minister heard that loudly. British Columbia is in a unique position because of the significance of the outbreak in Washington State, and the federal government gets that, and I think they're going to be upping their game in that area.
Dr. Bonnie Henry also turned yesterday's recommendation of not allowing gatherings of large crowds into an actual order she can issue under the Public Health Act.
I'm going to make a provincial health officer order to make that mandatory, and I understand from the investigation that we've done into this that allows people to trigger insurance and other things for events that have to be cancelled.
And she said there continues to be a widespread public misconception about getting tested for the virus. In short, the vast majority of people don't need to be tested.
We know that it's not spreading widely in our community yet, and at some point, if it is spreading quite widely, we won't be testing most people. We'll only be testing people who are in hospital or where there's a cluster or where there's an outbreak potential, so that we're able to manage those effectively.
All right, Keith joins us live from Victoria with more on today's developments. Keith, there's also been a real spike, perhaps not entirely surprisingly, in calls to 811.
Yeah, over the last 3 days, Adrian Dix, the health minister, says more than 10,000 calls have been received by that call center. And he admits there's going to have to be more resources poured into there. There's enormous public interest in all sorts of developments here. And again, another stat I'll throw you is 6,000 people, more than 6,000 people have been tested for this already. That's a jump of 4,000 in 1 week. But the message from Bonnie Henry, not everybody has to be tested. And one thing I want to leave you with, another message from Dr. Bonnie Henry. It's not like society's ending, she says. Go outside with your family and play. Go to restaurants. Still mingle out there, but at a socially safe distance. And at the end of the day, always remember, keep washing your hands constantly throughout the day.